And we're going to talk about the other hot payment trend besides crypto, and that's buy now, pay later, which has really exploded worldwide, not just here in the US, but globally. And we have one of our longtime partners, Uplift, joining us. Denise, I'll let you introduce yourself, and then we'll kick it off so you can share more about buy now, pay later.
Sure. Hi, Rachel. Nice to see you. My name is Denise Heffron. I'm a managing director here at Uplift. I oversee our Canada operation, but as well, I work very closely with our airline partners and our air team, and I also oversee all of our travel agency relationships.
Great. So we're just really excited to have Denise here today because, as I said, we've been a longtime partner of Uplift. We have many launches with airlines that accept Uplift over the UATP network. So we just really wanted to educate the travel agencies today to let you guys know about Uplift, how their solution is custom tailored for travel, and how you can accept Uplift over the UATP network as well. So with that, I'm going to let Denise share a little bit more just about the buy now, pay later space in general.
Sure. Yes, Rachel, as you said, we've seen tremendous growth in the past 4 or 5 years. And both with our web partners, but also with our travel agent partners, we're already working with some travel agencies in both Canada and the US, but the relationship with UATP and ARC puts a whole new twist on this, but tons of growth. And for agents, we're seeing improved metrics across the board. So not only are we seeing more consumers take advantage of buy now, pay later, the concept is really simple. You want to travel, you can purchase your travel now, travel later. And I think agents, they're very used to seeing layaway programs, for example, but the difference with buy now, pay later is that they can purchase their trip now, travel now, and pay post-travel. So you can purchase a trip today, travel in a couple of weeks, and pay it over 6 months, 11 months, 18 months, and so on. We also see, just generally speaking, in buy now, pay later, the demographics, you know, when we started doing this, I think there were some misconceptions around buy now, pay later, that only millennials would use it, or sometimes you'd hear things like, you know, my clients don't need to finance. But it's very interesting because we're seeing growth across all demographics. So all geographies, all demographics, and all FICO bands as well. So meaning, you know, some people that may be financing to, particularly with air, it's interesting. You know, we see different reasons for people using buy now, pay later. Sometimes people are using buy now, pay later because they have unexpected travel, for example, and they need to get away now. Other times people are simply trying to manage their budget, and other times people are planning that dream vacation. So all types of people use it across all segments, and we're seeing growth across all of these segments. So it's very interesting, and it's a great tool for travel agents. I think it really can help them secure a sale. It can help them upsell. It can help them close groups. And it's become a very useful and legitimate form of payment. It's just more choice, you know.
It is, and I think your point is a good one about, you know, even people who have a credit card, maybe for a particular trip, they want to use buy now, pay later. So they're going to want to use Uplift. And some studies, I think there was a Focusrite study recently that said, you know, up to 70% of travelers would make the purchase if buy now, pay later was offered. You know, that's what they would spend more on their summer travel if buy now, pay later was offered. So I think that really speaks to the fact that this buy now, pay later concept is ready made for something like travel.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So here's just a little bit more information about, you know, what can you expect if you do accept buy now, pay later as a merchant. And it seems like there's a lot of good, you know, uplift in terms of, you know, pun intended, in terms of, you know, the increased basket size, you know, average order value, things like that. So that's very appealing to the merchant.
Yeah, particularly in the airspace, I think, because, you know, it makes those upgrades just more accessible for people. If you're paying $1,000 for a flight, let's say, and you know, it could be whatever it works out to, $100 a month, let's say, on a monthly payment. For $2 more a month, you can add insurance. For $3 more a month, you can upgrade your seat, and so on. So we see a lot of growth on the airline side with ancillaries for sure. As well, it brings new customers. You know, as you were saying, people like this form of payment. It's a great way to manage your budget and plan and so on. Oftentimes, average order value is increased and booking window as well. We see advanced booking windows improved when people are using buy now, pay later.
Great. So, and I know we've had a lot of happy airline merchants that have been accepting, you know, Uplift over the UATP network. And so we're really excited today to announce that, you know, coming soon, this is going to be available to ARC accredited agencies. So can you tell us a little bit more about that, Denise?
Yeah, so this should be available within the month, I would say. We're just working on finalizing some of our training materials for the agents and our landing page and so on. But basically, any ARC accredited travel agency or agent will be able to sign up through ARC. And we have what we call our travel agent tool or travel advisor tool, and it's very simple to use, self-training. So through ARC, we will bring agents to our learning portal. And the learning portal, an agent can go through themselves. We've got some videos, how-to videos, step-by-step videos, things like that. We've also created travel agent marketing assets. So if an agent wanted to promote the use of buy now, pay later on Instagram or Facebook or things like that, they can do that. Lots of Q&A. We also are available as well. We've got a chatbot, call center. Agents can email us, but really, I think the agents will be able to self-train. And if they want additional support, we'd be happy to do some joint webinars. And so basically, with this relationship, we'll be using the UATP card. When an agent makes a booking in our tool, we pass the UATP card to the travel agent. And what's a great benefit for travel agencies and agents is we pay in full at time of booking. So it can really help agents secure the booking, and we assume all risk as well for non-payment and fraud. So basically the way we position this is agents, they will handle the travel as normal and we handle the payments. So once the agency is paid, we will deal with the customer on the financing and monthly payments. They don't need to chase payments, or, you know, sometimes when things are on deposit, you're chasing, you know, the next step of the payment, and that's all taken care of. So it's really seamless for the agent. The tool is super simple and easy to use. We've just launched a new version of the tool. Really a few steps, and within a few minutes, a client can be financed. Clients are given several options as well. They, you know, we don't just offer one loan option. They could be offered, for example, you know, you can pay this over 6 months for X amount a month, 11 months, 18 months, and so on.
This is great. And, you know, ARC has been a longtime merchant of UATP, and obviously we've worked with Uplift for several years. So we're just really excited to bring, you know, Uplift to ARC and all of their accredited travel agencies to be able to allow this to run over the UATP network. Travel agencies are used to working with UATP as a form of payment. So to be able to add Uplift to that, to hopefully increase their sales and all the benefits that you said in terms of the travel agency getting paid right away, Uplift takes on the risk of the customer paying. It's, you know, obviously many benefits for the travel agency. So we are super excited about this. Please do reach out to me or Denise if you'd like more information. As Denise said, it should be launching very soon.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this relationship as well. Like I said, it puts a little bit of a new twist on it, that we can open this up to so many more travel agencies. And we love working with agents. We already work with a lot, and we're very excited to work with more through UATP and ARC.
Great.
So there are a bunch of questions actually. So I'll jump in.
This is perfect timing.
What is the waiting period to get credit? So as you do this online, how long does it take for you to approve someone?
The approval is sub-second, it's instant. So when a client checks their rate, we come back with an offer right away. And I would say the whole process for the agent we have the agent, they have to put in a little bit of information, the client has to put in a little bit of information, but the whole process, you know, 4 minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes.
Excellent. So someone else asked where you operate globally. So what markets are you in?
At the moment, we are able to issue loans to U.S. and Canadian citizens.
But I have heard more markets are coming. As someone that sits in Latin America, that's the word on the street where I am. So
yes, we're certainly beginning to look at expansion and internationalization. This is true, but at the moment, sorry, not citizens, but residents. You have to be a resident of the U.S. or Canada for us to issue a loan.
So someone also asked here, in the future, what about corporate or B2B travel? So are you looking to expand outside of leisure?
It's an interesting question. Corporate, I don't see corporate in the near future, because our loans are very specific to the individual taking the loan. So basically, we ingest some data about the individual, and we curate or customize a loan specific to that person. And lending for corporate would put a very different lens on that. So I'd say not at the moment for corporate.
Excellent. And another person said, what does soft credit check mean? So when you said that you do that, what do you mean?
A soft credit check, there'll be no impact on the client's credit score. In the US, we don't do any hard pulls at all. Everything is a soft check. In Canada, once someone accepts a loan, it's called a hard pull. And at that point, it's reported to Credit Bureau, and it shows up as on your credit report, basically.
So, and then someone's asking more about how the interest rates work. Like, how do you determine that?
Yeah, again, it's based on the data we ingest. So depending on somebody's, we do a few things. We've got some travel specific items that we look at, but I'd say the core thing we look at is someone's credit score, and basically we use technology to assess the risk and the likelihood for someone to pay us back. So when we evaluate the data, like I said, we'll come back with several offers that we think are most likely to convert, and they're very specific to the person taking out the loan.